Hey guys, ARHartie here, blogger and joy strategist from chasing-joy.com, and I am just out with baby Joy Chaser. We're at the little, I guess it's like a little park near our house, just doing some swings. But figured I'd give you guys a little update. I'm not sure how I'm gonna post these videos together, so hopefully I'm not like introducing myself in the middle of a video by the time everything's edited, but so be it. So it's still T-minus cycle day, whatever. 'Cause I've not officially started any TTC cycle yet, but I have begun the testing part. So the first step was to do my blood work testing, and I did that and got those results back yesterday. They went to the doctor's office and they called me and said everything looked good, but I was actually able to see them today online and look at all the test results. So they did, this was like the infectious disease blood work and just like your blood counts, like red blood, white blood, and vitamin D. So everything came back good, including my vitamin D. It was, I think, 38. And I don't remember what the scale was, but that was within the normal range, though on a kind of closer to the lower side of normal. But it's funny because I take, in my mind, a ridiculous amount of vitamin D, and you know, don't be like me, y'all, because I don't even know how much vitamin D I take. I take the vitamin D gummies, and I literally grab like a handful. So it might be 3, it might be 4, some days it might be 5, but I remembered from when I first started trying to conceive this guy, who's over here swinging, I'm pushing him, that my vitamin D was deficient, and I had to take like a ridiculous amount, like 2 and 3 times the recommended dosage to get it where we're supposed to be. So I figured, hey, if I'm grabbing a handful, it's probably fine. So it was funny to me that even though like I grabbed this handful, which is more than it says on the bottle, that it still was on the lower end of the normal scale, but it was normal. So everything looks good. So the next step is I have to call when I hit cycle day 1 or my next cycle, and then from there we will actually map out the cycle to do the testing. And I think in my last video I said that I was going to do 2 cycles, and then it will be officially trying, because it'll be 1 cycle to do the saline sonogram, which is like a mock transfer, but they make sure there's no fibroids or polyps or anything. And then the following cycle will be the ERA, which would determine the proper amount of progesterone I would need and how many days, like how many hours of progesterone I need. But it turns out when I had my appointment, we could do both of those in 1 cycle. So it might be like 1 bit longer cycle. So when I call on cycle day 1, they're gonna map it all out for me to be able to do both those tests in this next cycle. So that's the update for today. Just the blood work came back all good, and now I'm just waiting on cycle day 1. Crossing fingers. Bye guys.